All right, guys. It's position number 6, this block. We have the 360. It's an outside attack. The attack is coming from the outside. My hands are here. My hands can either be down or they can be at mid-range here. So I'm holding this person back. This stab's coming out. My hands are down. The stab's coming in. I'm blocking. With 360, the hands are popping out dynamically. I'm not just bringing my hand up. It is popping, hitting his wrist. Wrist to wrist, blade to the forearm, coming in. All right? So every defense has a counterattack. So I'm hitting and blocking. All right? It's a dynamic pop. But it's meant from this range. Lots of times people say, what if the guy's just running towards you, and this person's just running towards me, stabbing? You're not trying to do that. At long range, we have different defenses. We try to use our legs. We try to stay at a longer range. There's this range here where the person can reach you, and you have no way to defend other than reacting and using your hand. So we have that. We have the defend, counterattack, control. The attack, the defense is your attack, so it's coming forward and then putting pressure on them and rolling in. But there's a question that's always commonly asked, like, how do you kind of defeat that kind of prison shank, the wild, aggressive energy? Now, slashes and running, coming through like that, they're dangerous. But they're not super common. What's super common is somebody grabbing and coming like so, right? In fact, a lot of the straight stabs you find in wounds on people aren't lunging straight stabs. All right? Nobody's going West Side Story and lunging down the street at you. All right? It is usually a grab, a control, but instead of coming up and in, it's going from here. But the attack is coming from the outside right now. You know, there are defenses from front, and there's defense from the outside. A common control is either far shoulder and pulling in and stabbing, so it's crossing the shoulder line and coming in, or it's grabbing the near side arm and exposing the vital area here. It's a very common prison area to attack in prison because most knives in prison are homemade knives and they don't have the strength to penetrate the breastplate. So you come up and behind it, and if you pierce the lungs fill up with blood and you suffocate before you bleed out. So the stabs can 1, 2, and it's why you have those multiple like sewing machine stabs, because you have this little homemade knife that doesn't leave a huge entry wound. So you create multiple ones, all right? So the person is controlling you and pulling you in and stabbing, or they're controlling you here or here and stabbing. And right now we're going to concentrate on the attack coming from the outside, like so. You know, I'm not inventing Krav Maga moves. I'm not saying, hey, I'm a black belt, it's time to improve Krav Maga and fix it. No, I don't work that way. I'm like, how do we have a situation, we have a problem, let's use Krav Maga to figure out what the solution would be. All right? So, Jeff grabs me, he's trying to attack, same thing. All right? He grabs me aggressively, starts stabbing, I'm coming in. There's no difference. That control is inconsequential. All right? The key is to not block and back up. All right? If he's grabbing me and putting pressure here and pulling me back and forth forward, I don't go back. I just keep coming in. I just close the distance. And the arm collapses. You know? He grabs me, starts stabbing me, and I go in. Even if I get stabbed once. He stabs me, my hands come forward, and I block, and I continue getting that control. That's relatively easy, because it's coming from the outside. This area is not occupied. It's easy for me to go in here. There is a way to release that control, but I don't even really find it that necessary. And that's really just kind of like bringing your hand up. So Jeff is here, and I'm bringing my arm as tight as I can to his grip. So when he blocks, boom, I'm coming in here. It loosens it up, and it brings my hand up to his throat as I crash in. All right? Is it preferred? Is it really safe? No, but the key is to negate the stabbing, the pulling, coming in. Because if his elbow's bent, he's coming outside, he could easily switch to inside. So I need to block and control that area so he's no longer able to do an inside attack. What if he grabs the far side arm? Okay? Grabs the arm here, and he's trying to pull me forward and kind of stab me from the outside. This is how I would do that. Go. It's not pretty, it's not nice, but what's happening here? Turn around. The stab's coming from out here. He's grabbing here. He's controlling me. He's pulling me in, stabbing me here. This space is open. This knife is here. So he pulls me to stab. I'm coming around as tight as I can. Wrist release, and then control the head. Is it preferred? No, because his knife is still there. But it was a bad position to begin with. So he grabs my arm, coming around as much as possible, grabbing the face, taking him down, hitting his face. All right? It is a negation of space. It is closing the distance. He's grabbing me here. I don't want to defend here. I don't want to bring my arm here into strength against strength. I am dynamically getting as close as I can to his back. So he stabs him here. So I'm in tight. I can, at the same time as I'm pulling him this way, my wrist release is happening here, coming in this way, coming in. Hit, hit. And as long as you continue hitting, you're safe. All right? Is this the go-to thing? Is this going to be in my curriculum? I don't know. But it's using what I do know, which is just like, gun from a distance, from the other side, coming in, sensor removal. The idea is the weapon is here, and he's pulling me. I have no strength. I can't block it. I don't want to go into the knife, but I can get around. And now I have this control. Even if he tries to stab me in here, I can still block here. But I want to get my hand down and go straight to here, and then boom, just break his neck, yank him to the ground. All right? So if it's this far side, it stays the same. Everything we just did stays the same. You can get rid of that control if you want, but if it's a far side in here, and you're pulling inside, you come in this way, and then taking his head down. All right? Any questions? All right, let's do that. Work light. Let's go.